All right. What's up, everybody? Gamecock Chuck here with another episode of the Final Crow post-game show. We're going to talk a little bit about the big game yesterday between South Carolina and Clemson. Talk a little bit about the stats, go over what our thoughts is, or my thoughts is. This show is for you guys, the fans, so I will be putting the link in the description or in the chat here in a little bit. And you can get on here and give your thoughts, give your opinions of the game, what y'all like, what you didn't like, where y'all see South Carolina, going after this, right? What's up, DG? Welcome in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real happy. I'm still on that high from yesterday, man. It was an emotional roller coaster yesterday, to say the least. I couldn't hardly sit down. I was watching the game at my mom's. Had a bunch of family there. Had a little Thanksgiving celebration, and I was pacing the floor. I couldn't hardly eat. Like I said, it was a roller coaster ride of emotions yesterday, and I couldn't hardly sleep last night. And today it's just I'm still trying to get down from off of that high of the win. Big victory for South Carolina yesterday on the road in Memorial Stadium, Clemson. Lenore Sellers, man, what can you say about that dude, man? That's a dude right there, man. That dude, he put the team on his back and took us down the field and reeled off a nice run, man. I mean, that cat can just flat out break your heart, okay? And that's what he did yesterday. Now, albeit, Clemson did have an opportunity to come back and tie it up or take the lead. But, like I said, Lenore Sellers is the man. Demetrius Knight saved the game with that interception down inside the red zone. We can talk about that as well. My buddy Jordan Dealmaker is supposed to be on here. I have no idea where he is. Got an opportunity to meet him and his beautiful family last night when I was down in South Carolina. He lives close to where my mom lives. So we actually got together, the family, and broke bread, had a little conversation, talked about, everything from football to family stuff, and just had a good time. About a 3-hour conversation, man. Good to meet up with people that you meet on here. And he's good people, and we enjoyed it, wife and I and my son. It was good to just break bread with one of my good friends that's on here. So we did that last night, and like I said, it was a great game yesterday. South Carolina won 17-14. Lenore says, what can you say about that dude, man? He had 330 yards of total offense. He accounted for 330 yards of offense, 164 through the air. What was he? 13 of 21, 164 yards. He did have an interception, but he didn't let it phase him. He didn't let it get to him. He came back the next drive and made things happen. So he didn't get rattled there. That was good to see as a redshirt freshman. That just goes to show the maturity level that he is at right now in his career at South Carolina. And like I said in one of my other videos, the future is bright with that man. The future is bright with him leading the way for the Gamecocks. But yeah, rushing the ball. Like I said, he had a heck of a day carrying the ball. He only carried the ball 16 times, but when he did, he made it happen. He averaged a little over 10 yards a carry. He had 166 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Going back to his passing now, some people I've seen, I kind of agree with these people. That touchdown or that pass to Delvon Campbell in the end zone, to me it looked like he had control and possession of it when he went to the ground. I didn't really hear the explanation from Matt Austin, the official that they have. I guess they talked to online or whatever. I didn't really hear the explanation he gave, but to me it looked like he caught that ball and possessed it when he went to the ground. To me, I thought it was a touchdown. Either way, it worked out in the end. We had that false start, backed us up 5 yards. And then, of course, on third and about 16, third and 16, Lenore took off and scored. So it all worked out in the end. So let's see. Rocket, he had a pretty solid day. I don't think he had a day I was hoping he would have, because I had our score being a lot worse than what it was. If you saw my preview and prediction video, I figured he'd have a good game. He only carried the ball 18 times for 60 yards. Attaway got in there, got 40 yards on the ground. We run like 268 yards on Clemson, average about 6.5 yards per carry. So, I mean, overall, it was a great day on the ground. Nick Harbor, leading receiver, he had 3 catches for 51 yards. Sanders had 3 catches for 48 yards. Brown, he had a good game as well, 41 yards on 3 catches. Simon, 3 for 17. That was kind of surprising. I wanted to see more out of the tight ends yesterday in that game, but apparently that wasn't the game plan, or somehow maybe they just couldn't get open. I don't know. But I wanted to see more out of Josh Simon yesterday from a tight end aspect, but I don't know what happened there. I wish I knew, but he had 3 catches for 17 yards. So, and then Gage Larberdale, I thought he had more catches than just one. They only got him listed for one, but I thought I saw him caught more than one catch in that game. So, but it's neither here nor there. We did lose the turnover battle. What, 3-2? And that's kind of odd, because usually when, like Dabo Swinney said, when you lose the turnover battle, you usually lose the game. So, but yeah. Let me get to some of these comments. David Gray, what's up? Welcome in. He said, we beat Clemson and put them in the ACC championship. I know that's pretty crazy. We go and beat them, and they backdoor their way into the ACC championship. Can't blame them, can't fault them, and it's not their fault they got in, because Miami couldn't take care of business last night or yesterday evening against Syracuse. I mean, it's not it's not their fault they got in. So that's just how it happens sometimes. So, what's up, Scotty? Said Lenoris Houdini Sellers. Yep, I heard him call him the Magic. And what was the other one? They called him something else. I gave him, but I liked the Magic. I thought that was pretty cool, because he did get out of a lot of situations yesterday where they had him dead to right, and they just couldn't get him down. David Green said O-line was weak yesterday. Yeah, I was a little disappointed in the offensive line. Not going to lie, I thought that was pretty. It wasn't a good showing for the offensive line. Good thing Lenore Sellers was able to elude the pressure, get out of the pocket, and make things happen on his own. So I was kind of disappointed in that. I mean, at times they showed some good things, but for most of the game, it was, like you said, it was kind of weak yesterday, the offensive line. Defensively, I mean, it was great showing by the defense. We made things happen when we needed to. Demetrius Knight led the team in tackles. He had 10 total tackles, 8 solos. Came up with a huge pick at the end. Now, I didn't see this, but I heard, or somebody mentioned something, that maybe Dylan Stewart tipped that pass. The pass was deflected by Stewart. I think I heard that, but I'm not 100% sure. What's up, P Digits? I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that, but I thought that's what I heard. And if that's the case, it was great play by him as well. But Demetrius Knight going after that diving tip ball, barely got his hands under the ball, and came up with the interception. So that sealed the game for South Carolina. So between him and Lenoris, they're probably the players of the game, in my opinion. As far as if I had to pick one for each side, I would pick Lenoris for offense. Obviously for what he done on the ground yesterday, put the team on the back and win it for us down the stretch. And then for defense, of course, D Knight. Not saying that everybody else didn't play good, but if I had to give out a MVP, that's who I'd give it to, because he played hard. I think he was in on that fourth. If I'm not mistaken, I have to go back and watch it, but I believe he was in on that 4th down stop in the first quarter when Clemson went for it down in the red zone and came up with that big 4th down stop. So I want to say he was in on that tackle, or he was the one that blew it up. I have to go back and look. Like I said, my mind's been all over the place since that game yesterday. I didn't go to bed till it's probably about 2:00 last night. I was so hyped up, so jacked up from the win. So. But overall defense, I'd give the player of the game on that side to him. Special teams, we didn't really do a whole lot. We had 1 field goal, so I mean, I don't know about no game ball special teams player of the game. Scott said, what is going to happen when Sellers has a good offensive line? Oh, God, dude, it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary, man. We get that dude a solid offensive line that can hold up, can block for him, can open running lanes. That's going to be scary, dude, honestly. And I'm not talking shit, but I'm being real. That dude's going to be crazy. He's already insane right now. Good. I mean, that Joker, he does things that I haven't seen done in a while, dude. Lamar Jackson type, Cam Newton type of stuff, man. I haven't seen that since. I mean, it's been a minute, dude. That dude is something else. There's been plenty of times that, like, I'd see the play happening. Yeah, like yesterday in the game. I mean, they had him several times in the backfield, man. Several times in the backfield, and I'm getting frustrated because I'm seeing him. And I think he's going to go down, and then next thing you know, he pops up out of the mess and takes off running down the field for like big gains. So get that man a good offensive line, somebody that can block down the field, open up lanes. Yeah, it's gonna be scary, dude. It's gonna be scary. The defense is gonna have to figure out a game plan for that because he's gonna be hell. Let's see here. David Green said he becomes a passer and less of a running back. Yeah. Is 166 yards rushing a school record? I'd have to look that up, David. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. Oscar, is he I have to look and see. I don't know if Oscar is a senior or not. I'm not sure if he has another year or not. But, God, I would love for him to come back. He had some good runs yesterday. I wish he would have got more playing time, and I don't know why they didn't continue to feed him the rock more during the game. I wish he'd have got more touches yesterday. I don't think them 4 that he got I think it was 4 he got yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, he is a senior, but I don't know if he has another year of eligibility. I'd have to go back. Oh, there you go. Mr. Oscar Attaway Jr. is in the house. Welcome, sir. He said, Oscar will be back. So there you go. You got your answer, or I got my answer. I appreciate that. I wish he'd have got more touches, sir. I wish he would have. But I understand, sometimes it's just how the plays work out, if that's what happened yesterday. But he had some good runs. He had some good runs yesterday. And I like him in the backfield for next year, like you said. Like I said, I wish he could have got more. But, I mean, there's only one football, the plays they call. I mean, I'm not a coach or anything, but I wish they would have gave him more touches yesterday. It would have been good to see because, like I said, when he was in there, he was churning it up a little bit. So, but he's got an opportunity next year. Come back, like you said, if he comes back, or you said he will be back, come back healthy, and just get out there and grind. And we got a stable running backs next year. I'm excited to see, and he's in the mix. I think he's got an opportunity to do good things next year. I really like his running style, his hard-nosed running style that he has. And like I said, I look for him to, be back out there next year. Well, this year really ain't over, but I'm just saying in the future. We still got at least one more game left. I guess it depends on – turn this fan off. I guess it depends on, whether or not we get an opportunity to be in the playoffs or not. We at least got one more game left, an opportunity to get to 10 wins, finish the regular season at 9-3. So, Peter said best treat one. Oh, you're talking about the best team. Okay. Exactly, sir. He just needs that opportunity. And I think next year, provided, I mean, I don't know. I would venture to say he's probably got a real good opportunity next year because he's got the most, unless we go out into the portal and bring another running back in, which I don't think we should, but it's not for me to make that decision, of course. But with what we got coming back, I mean, he's the more experienced running back on the roster, him, and then you got Jawan Howell, Matthew Fuller, DJ Braswell. And you never know. Some of the running backs that I just mentioned, some of them may hit the portal. I don't know. I can't control that. All I can do is hope we have a good stable of running backs next year. And I look forward to it. I really hope and pray he has a real solid offseason, after the season's over this year, puts in the work, gets in the weight room, gets stronger, bigger, faster, and has a hell of a year next year. Excuse my language, but I hope he does. I'll definitely be praying for him and wishing the best on next year as well. So, but yesterday's game, like I said, it was a roller coaster of emotions. I was all over the place, and I had a good time watching it. I'm glad the outcome was what it was. I think Scott was praying for me yesterday because he knows he knows how much passion I have for this team and how invested I get when I'm watching these games. And yeah, I made it, Scott. So you don't have to worry about it. My heart's okay. I'm good. I'm just ready to see where we fall in the CFP rankings, where we go next, whether it's a real good bowl game. If we don't make the CFP, we probably end up going maybe to the Citrus Bowl or the Rely Quest Bowl in Tampa. So either way, I think it's going to be a good opportunity to go to a good bowl game if we don't make the if we don't make the CFP. Thank you, P Digits. He said we deserve to be in the playoffs, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, when I look at playoffs, man, I think y'all know my opinions. I mean, I think losing to Alabama and losing to Alabama and the way we lost to LSU kind of bites us in the rear end, in my opinion. Now, do we deserve to be there? Yeah, I think so. Our resume speaks for itself. Since we lost to Alabama, we reeled off, 6 wins and beat some really good teams along the way. And I think we deserve it. Now, will the playoff committee think that way? I doubt it. Like most other YouTubers that I've seen today, they're probably going to go with the brand. And that's a sad way to think about it. They're probably going to go with the brand that's on the jersey and on the helmet, right? And I'm talking about Alabama. Not that Alabama didn't have a good season, 9-3, but I think the committee's kind of biased towards that kind of stuff. We don't have the reputation of an Alabama, the recent or the past success that they've had. But this ain't the past. This is right now. We're living in the moment right now. And we are one of the best teams out there. We are one of the hottest teams going right now. So I don't know. It's not up to us. And we can sit here and we can think about what we should have done or what we need to happen, things like that. But it's not in our control. It's not in our control. We did everything we could since we had them losses. We done everything we could to impress them, to get in. It's not up to us. So Scott said Alabama gets in because they beat us. See, I have a hard time believing all that stuff. I really do, because they say one thing. It's like they're talking out of both sides of their mouth, right? Whenever they're talking about what kind of criteria they use, because one moment they talk about strength of schedule, strength of record, head to head. So I don't know. I really don't. I wish I knew. I wish they had a more consistent criteria, it seems like. Because, I've heard all kinds of things of why they did this or why they put this team ahead of that team. And to me, it doesn't make sense. But I'm just a simple dude on YouTube that love my Gamecocks. I don't know, man. I'm not the smartest guy out there. What's up, Chuck? How you doing? He said, hey, Marine, awesome damn game yesterday. Great beating Clemson, and we damn sure deserve a top 2. I agree, man. I agree. But like I said, until I don't know, it's not in our hands. We can only pray and hope that we get that opportunity. And like Coach Boomer said yesterday, and I enjoyed his post-game press conference. He had a lot of good stuff. But like he said, there's not a team in the top 12 that want to see South Carolina's name pop up beside them. I mean, there's some good teams out there, but you don't want to face a team that's one of the hottest teams in the country right now. But we'll see. I don't know. Scott said it can't change the criteria every year. Seems like that's what they do, Scott, honestly. He said Chuck said we deserve top 12 ranking by CFP committee. Show me another team with a better November. I don't know. I don't know any team out there. There probably is. I don't know any team out there for the whole month of November that's won every game outside of South Carolina. There probably is. and somebody can probably get in the comments and let me know because I ain't really looked at everybody's record to see what they did in November. But we were 6-0. Oh, not 6-0. We had 6 weeks and 5-0 in November. We had lost against Alabama, so we were on a 6-game winning streak. And yeah, I don't know. To me, it's going to play out. We'll see. We'll see. Like I told my buddy Jordan Dillmaker earlier, man, this just hurts my head just trying to figure out how to get into the playoffs and what the committee's looking at and trying to figure out different scenarios. Y'all know my thoughts. We're gonna let what happens. And like I said earlier, we're gonna get a good bowl game out of it because we finished the year 9-3. We're gonna get a good bowl game out of it if we don't get into the playoffs, which, like I said, we deserve to be in. But if we don't get in, we'll go to a nice bowl game and have a good time doing it and try to finish the year with a 10-win season, something we haven't done in a while. So we can only do what we can do on the field. And let the record, let the performance speaks for itself. And hopefully, between what they got this week and then next week, they'll do another CFP ranking, I guess. I think they'll do it after the championship games. We just need to be in that group. Well, we need to be one of the 12 that gets into the playoffs. So. But let me drop a link if anybody wants to come in here. My buddy Jordan Dillmaker was supposed to be in here, but I guess he is busy. Let's see if I can. So, yeah, there's the link. Anybody come on here and talk about what you saw yesterday, the goods, the bad. The ups and downs of yesterday's game, how y'all feeling about the win. And like I said, just keep it family oriented, keep it out of politics or anything like that, and we're good to go. That's all I ask. I'm not trying to get this channel shut down because I'm still trying to grow this thing. So appreciate everybody stopping by. Make sure everybody hit that like. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is a show for you guys. I can sit here and ramble and y'all kind of get bored. But this is a show for the fans to come on and let me know your thoughts of the game. There was a lot of good stuff yesterday. The offense for the most part played pretty good. Chuck, the answer is Oregon. Okay. The only other, I forgot about Oregon. The only undefeated team last 6 weeks. I forgot about Oregon. I forget sometime about that school, but yeah, okay, that's cool. But the offense yesterday played pretty solid. Some of the play calling was kind of mind-boggling, trying to figure out why they call plays. But like at the beginning of the game, they had a screen set up and it was nice. They didn't go back to it to the end of the game, if I can remember correctly. Both of the times they went to it, it worked. They hit the screen. They had blockers out in front. There wasn't no illegal men downfield. Everything was perfect. I wish they would have went back to that more often throughout the game, but they only did it twice, and both times it was successful. They had some good run designs, good quarterback run designs by Lenore's coming into this game. I'm sure they knew Clemson's weakness was against the run on defense. Now, Clemson has some damn good players out there. It's just like they were out of assignment, out of the gap or whatever. And South Carolina just found the right holes and, made things happen when they needed to. Defensively, played pretty solid. Like I said, that was it the first Clemson drive, I think it was. They took it downfield, got in the red zone, stopped them on 4th and goal or 4th and 2, I think it was, 4th and 1, 4th and 2. I think it was Demetrius Knight filled the hole and stopped Maffa in the backfield. So, Great play there. The defense, like I said, they didn't give up the big plays. They gave up some big plays, but they didn't give up explosive plays to score, I guess you could say. Cade Klubnik basically was the only one that hurt us out there yesterday, honestly. It was actually basically a showing of running quarterbacks. And that's basically what it was. You had Cade Klubnik and Clay Cup. I can't even say the damn man's name. Cade Klubnik and Lenore Sellers. That's basically what it was yesterday. And both of the quarterbacks put on a hell of a performance. They put the teams on their back, and they did what they did. They did what they had to do to try to win the game for the team. We just happened to have the better quarterback yesterday, to be honest with you, as far as getting in the end zone. He wasn't being denied there at the end. But like I said, defense, another pretty solid performance yesterday. Let's see what we gave up as far as yardage. I know it was like 400. We gave up 400 yards on defense. 419 yards, 280 through the air, and 139 rushing. So it was a great. I mean, it was a pretty solid performance in my opinion. Yeah, that's a lot of yards, but you got good players on that side of the ball as far as for Clemson as well. So you ain't gonna be able to hold them to nothing. So they made the plays when they had to make the plays on defense yesterday. Like I said, Demetrius Knight, hell of an interception at the end of the game to seal it. He just happened to get his hands under the ball. So great play by him. And just like I said, defense, they bent, but it didn't break. And I don't know what else to say about them. They did a hell of a job yesterday. David Green said our 76 without a character yesterday. Yeah, that was kind of disappointing. That was disappointing to see because he is a veteran offensive lineman. He's not one that just got there this year. Well, I mean, he did get there this year, but he's not a freshman is what I'm trying to say. I could get that out of a freshman, I guess you could say, more than I would out of a veteran player like number 76 did yesterday. But it didn't – it cost us yardage, but it didn't cost us the game, I guess you could say. Chuck with another comment, he said the brand is going to get us. Bama got in over an undefeated FSU last year, and they'll likely get in over us this year, even though we have a better road and conference record in the SEC. Yes, sir, you're correct. And that's what I was saying earlier. It sucks that that's what it's going to come down to, the name on the jersey, the past history, the championships that they've won, the I can't think of the word what I'm trying to say now, but all the accolades they've ever had, you know what I'm saying? The name on the jersey. It's sad that that's what it's going to come down to because we have better wins than they do on our resume. They have two terrible losses, to be honest with you. Lost to Vanderbilt on the road. They lost to Oklahoma on the road. They got blasted by Oklahoma on the road. We beat both of these teams on the road. So I don't know. Like I said, we can sit here, we can argue that, we can talk about everybody's wins and losses, but in the end, I think South Carolina's going to be left out because of the brand on the other team's jersey. I just feel that way. I do. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But like I said, until they have a solid criteria that they keep consistent with, I don't know. So now on that note, if we do get in and lose the first game, we don't get to go to a bowl game. So which would y'all rather do? Would y'all rather be in the playoff with an opportunity if you lose, you're done for the season? Well, I guess you could say that about a bowl game. If you get to a bowl game, if you lose, you're still out. But just the prestige or the opportunity to go play in a bowl game versus just, I don't know. I'd rather be in the playoffs, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'd rather be in the playoffs. Bowl games are okay, but when you get an opportunity to win in advance and keep playing, I like that. I like that opportunity better. And with us being one of the hottest teams, who knows? We can match up with a team like a Penn State or who else would be in that bowl game? Let's see, like a Penn State or Notre Dame or somebody like that. I'm not sure if Notre Dame would. No, they wouldn't win. They wouldn't get one of the buys. Or shoot, Indiana or somebody like that. I mean, who knows? That's just my thought. Mr. Attaway said, David Green said, he said, when they start announcing CFP teams, well, they have another CFP ranking this week, and then I think they do it after the college football champion or the conference championships next week. I'm not sure exactly when. I think they do it on Sunday night. I'd have to go back and look. Or Boise State. There you go. So I would like to see us, match up with a team like that. Mr. Adaway said, I sure hope you're wrong. I'm not ready for us to stop whooping ass. Exactly, sir. Exactly. I'll never get tired of seeing the Gamecocks whoop anybody's ass. So I'm with you there, sir. I like seeing our boys out there playing. I do. Plus, that to give me another opportunity to do another live show because I didn't get to do one yesterday because I was at my family's house. I was on the road during the game. But I did watch the game. I watched every freaking play. So I didn't miss any play yesterday, I don't think. I didn't miss any play. I made sure I watched all of it. So I had my wife. She was driving, and I was screaming at the phone as I was watching the game. So. Everybody agrees, man. Playoffs only, and that's what I'm saying. It's good to go to bowl games, but I'm in that mentality like the rest of y'all. Let's go to the playoffs, see who we match up with, and just go out there and ball and put our best game out there and see what happens. So I think we could, if we get matched up with the right team, I think we could win it and go to the next one. Now the next game, I guess it depends on where we go, but I think once you win that first game, I think it goes to a bowl game. After that, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's how the playoffs work. The first game is usually 5 through 8 is a home field for them, and 9 through 12 is the visiting team. So yeah, we'd have to go on the road. We'd have to go on the road the first game, but shoot, I'm not scared to go on the road to nobody. Nobody's in the playoffs right now. And then after that, I think it goes to a bowl game, one of the big bowl games like the Cotton Bowl and the Sugar Bowl and all that. I think it is. Chuck said we beat Big Ten, Ohio State last 2 times in Outback. I say three-peat over Big Ten. Bring it. Yeah, let's see. Last time we played a Big Ten team wasn't it Iowa? Or was it Michigan? I can't remember. My mind's not that good. I'd have to go back and look. We Low East South 7. What's up? How you doing? Yes, sir. That's Mr. Oscar Attaway Jr. Oscar Attaway's dad. But yeah, I can't remember the last Big Ten team we beat in a ball game. I think the last time we played was it Iowa or Michigan? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, like I said, my mind sometimes it all runs together up there. Oh my goodness! But yeah, anybody want to come on here and talk about the game? Like I said, the links in the chat section. Like I said, this show's for you guys, man. I can sit there and ramble all day about whatever, but this show's for you guys, man. So to have my buddy Jordan Dealmaker on here, but I have no idea where he's at. He might be killing a deer. He may be out killing a deer right now. Who knows? Well, not killing one. It's too dang dark. He might be out there cleaning a deer. I hope he ain't killing one at night. Let's see here. PJ said all or most playoff games should be on campuses. Communities supporting these teams should have an opportunity to benefit also. Yeah, I think so too. I think the playoffs should be on campus and maybe like have like the championship game at a bowl. Come up with like one bowl each year or whatever. Just keep swapping them around like the championship games and just do it that way. Like have all the playoff games like at the highest ranked teams venue, right? So the community can get back, what they've given to the college football world. So have all the games on campuses until the final game, and then the best two teams, they go to the whatever bowl, whether it's Sugar Bowl or Cotton Bowl or Fiesta Bowl or whatever it is. Look here, we got one fan in here, SC #1 fan. So, like I said, keep it clean. Don't do anything to get his channel taken down, and we'll be good to go. What's up, sir? How you doing? Hello. All righty. I guess he didn't want to talk. Scott Collins said Jordan probably has night vision. Yeah, he probably does. He's out there killing deer in night vision. But we low East South 7 said, that's sick. Oscar played amazing yesterday. I just realized he came from North Texas. Yes, sir. Okay. But yeah, you get your mic working. I don't mind you coming on here. Like I said, keep it political, keep it clean, family oriented. And I'm not trying to get my show taken down for any reason. So, but yeah, Oscar, like I said, I'm excited for the young man come back next year and have an awesome year in the Garden and Black. But let's see what else we're going to talk about here. We did come up 13th in the AP poll today, so that's, I guess you can say that's good news. The AP poll really doesn't. I mean, I don't think it carries as much weight, but I mean, we did climb up to number 13th, ahead of Clemson finally. So, which we should have been ahead of them anyway, but it doesn't matter. It worked itself out. I didn't really look at the whole AP poll, but we low East South said, I was at the game, almost fought one of them horrible. Oh man. Yeah. I've never been to a Clemson. I've never been to Memorial Stadium. I did go to the Clemson game last year, and I don't know, man. It's like I was surrounded by Clemson fans last year, man. And I was on the South Carolina sideline or the South Carolina side of the stadium. And I was like, man, dang, dude, we got no fans that want to come and watch this game. I mean, albeit we wasn't that good last year, but it was like, I was surrounded by them, and it's crazy. Matter of fact, I had one sitting beside me, so, but he was cool. He was all right. It wasn't bad. They wasn't disrespected or anything. So, they wasn't disrespected. They were real cordial and kept it clean, and we all had a good time. So, yeah, AP is a joke. 12 in coaches. Yeah, we're 12 in the coaches poll, 13th in the AP. And Tuesday night we'll find out where we are in the CFP. If I had to guess, we were 15 last week. If I had to guess, I would say we're 13th in the CFP. If I had to guess, but like I said, I'm not that smart. I'm just somebody who likes to get on here and ramble and support my Gamecocks, talk about them, and have a good time doing it. So, he said, "No, I don't know about that. There, we low South." He said, "Now we're Clemson fans." See, I don't know if that helps us or hurts us, honestly. I mean, yeah, it looks good by beating an ACC champion if they win, but I just don't know. I can't see myself rooting for Clemson, for one, and for two, I just don't know if that really helps us or hurts us a lot. Especially if Georgia beats Texas. If Georgia can beat Texas, I think that's a critical game as well. I think if Texas beats Georgia, that eliminates them from all the talk because they have 4 losses. I think that could play a bigger role in us not getting in if Georgia beats Texas. and if Clemson beats SMU. I just don't think they'll leave SMU out. I honestly don't. If Clemson beats them, I don't think they would. You never know, though. You never know. I just feel that way. I just don't know if I can say go Tigers, like, and just sit here and cheer for them for 3 or 4 hours in a game. I just don't know if I can do that. I appreciate everybody, thinking that way, and that's, everybody's entitled to their opinion and can do what they want to do. But in the end of the day, I just don't know. David Green said, "I'm saying Georgia beats Texas." They beat them in the regular season. So, I mean, it's a neutral site game. Atlanta, well, I guess you could say it's a neutral site. It's in the state of Georgia. But I don't know. I feel like Georgia's going to beat them, and I think that's going to hurt us more than anything else. Than anything. Like I said, yeah, it's great to say we beat an ACC champion, but in the end, I think it's Chuck looks uncomfortable with that scenario. What's that? Pulling for Clemson, P digit? Is that what you're talking about? Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get behind that logic, pulling for Clemson. They would have to guarantee me that South Carolina gets in the playoffs if Clemson wins. If Clemson wins the ACC, they'd have to guarantee me. That's the only way I would cheer for them. That's the only way I would cheer for them if we're guaranteed to get in. And as we know in life, there's nothing guaranteed except death and taxes. That's the only thing in life that's guaranteed. Wheelo East South said, "What are we ranked if Texas wins and Clemson wins?" I don't know. I have to think of all the scenarios, man, because I think we may need another team. We may need another team to lose up there ahead of them. I don't know. I have to think about that one. We may be 12th, but we don't get in because of all the conference, what you call it, winners or whatever, getting their automatic bids. Dude, I just, like I said, I feel like we're gonna get left out because of Bama somehow. But, and like I said, I don't know what all these scenarios are. Yeah, Penn State, them losing to Oregon, that would give them what, 2 losses? Or they got more than 2 losses? I have to look and see what now Penn State could be a wild card as well. Like I said, I haven't really dug into all the scenarios. It kind of hurts my head thinking about it because you have to say, well, what if this team loses, this team wins, this team? I mean, I ain't got enough hours in the day to sit around and think about what kind of scenarios I need to happen for South Carolina to get in. But let's see, Penn State. Well, I don't know what the hell that is. Let's see how many losses Penn State has. It only got 1 loss, so I think with them losing, I mean, they may get in. I don't know. Penn State may stay in regardless if they lose. Yeah, we'll see how it all shakes out. Like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot that can go into this, and like I said earlier, we're at the mercy of the committee basically right now. They get to decide everybody's fate after the championship games, the conference championship games. And if everybody that should win wins, let's say SMU wins, let's say Oregon wins. Is it Arizona State that's in the Big 12 tournament? think Arizona State's the Big 12 representative. Them and I don't know who they play for the Big 12 championship. Is it Colorado they playing? I'm not even sure. But if everybody wins the conferences like they should, I think we get left out. I really do. Chuck said he's dumbfounded. He is dumbfounded about or on how Big Ten gets 4 in CFP and SEC, the most difficult conference. Top to bottom only gets 3 in the playoffs. Explain that. I would love to if I knew, but the only thing I think of is the SEC is they don't have, let's see here. Let me go through something real quick. They have a lot of 2 and 3 loss teams. Texas is only one with 1 loss. Of course, you got Georgia, Tennessee with 2 losses. And you got Alabama, South Carolina, A&M, LSU. You got a lot of 3-loss teams out there. So I think it's just the fact that we just beat each other up too much, man. We didn't have no true dominant teams. And a lot of the Big Ten teams, they didn't like – I don't think they squared off with like all the top teams like the Oregons, the Michigans, the Ohio States, and Penn State. I don't think they all kind of played each other to give each other multiple losses. I think that's what hurt because, you know, that conference from top to bottom is not as strong as the SEC. So I think with teams like Bama losing to Vandy and Oklahoma, I think that kind of hurt as far as getting more teams into the playoffs. You got to win some of these lower conference games. You know, some of your lower conference teams, you got to beat them. You got to handle them when you're having a good season. And I think that's what I think that's probably what keep more SEC teams out of the playoffs, honestly. When is your next stream? Well, I do basketball as well for the men's and women's. And I think Tuesday, I want to say Tuesday night is the men's. Yeah, they play Boston College. So I'll probably be on here Tuesday night. There, Wheelo, and I do like a live fan reaction. Just talk about the game. I watch it, and just have a good time with whoever comes and hangs out. We talk about what we're watching on TV, and just kind of react to the game and just have fun with it. When I do that, I do the women's games whenever I'm home and available, and also do the football games like that as well. And yeah, so, but I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button as you leave. Subscribe if you're new. I appreciate you for hanging out with us. So, William Jones, how you doing? Welcome in. But yeah, I'm just rambling on, just talking about the college football stuff. So, anybody wants to get here and talk about the game yesterday, what you saw, what you didn't see, or they can't talk about what you didn't see. If you want to talk about what you saw yesterday, good, bad, indifferent, about the game yesterday between South Carolina and Clemson, come on here and hit that link. Keep it family oriented. Keep it clean as much as you can, and don't talk about politics. That's the only requirements. But anybody's welcome to come on and discuss the game yesterday. Appreciate that, Scott. Appreciate that. I have to work tomorrow, even though it's my birthday, but I will be working, of course. Seems like that's all I do these days is work. But I will be working, trying to make some money because YouTube don't pay the bills. So I'm not to that point yet where YouTube will pay for my bills. So got to keep hustling, keep grinding, keep going to work every day. But I do appreciate the birthday sentiments. Another year's gone by. Good thing I'm still alive. The good Lord's kept me around another year. So, but yeah, I mean the game was great. I mean there was all kind of great good games yesterday. Ohio State lost to Michigan. That was kind of surprising. All right, there, David Green. Appreciate you stopping by as always, brother. You have a good night and have a good week, and hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. So, but yeah, a lot of good games yesterday, man. Like I said, Ohio State lost to Michigan. I don't know. That was kind of embarrassing, honestly. I didn't get a chance to watch it. Like I said, I was on the road, so I only got to watch South Carolina game. I didn't have my YouTube TV open where I could watch like multiple games. So, but Ohio State lost yesterday. Who else lost? It was bad. Tennessee beat Vanderbilt, of course. No surprise there. Illinois beat Northwestern. Penn State drug Maryland. There's some controversy at the end of that game, man. It looked like James Franklin and Mike Locksley or whatever his name is. Looked like he took offense to something. I don't know what it was. I couldn't hear the audio, but yeah, he was kind of pissed off with James Franklin or something. But he was pissed off at James Franklin yesterday at Penn State. So I don't know if it's the fact he might have run the scoreboard up or whatever. But like they always say, it's your job to stop them. You on defense, it's your job to stop them from scoring. Only you can control whether or not they run the score up on you. Put your players out there and make them make plays. If you give up a touchdown when you shouldn't, that's on you. Appreciate that, P. Digits. William Jones said, I was looking for Twisted Rooster, came across you. Appreciate that, man. Rooster's in the process of doing some moving and stuff, so I don't know when. I talked to him the other day, but I'm not sure exactly when he's going to be back on YouTube, so I don't know. Hopefully soon, man, because me and him usually does a show on Monday nights. So I need to hit him up. I was out of town this week, or this past weekend, so I need to hit him up and see what's going on with him. I know he's doing some moving and getting everything straight, doing all that stuff. All his YouTube stuff is packed up or whatever. So yeah, hopefully he'll be back on the YouTube grind here soon. So but I appreciate you stopping by, man. I appreciate you checking it out. Like I said, I just get on here and talk about whatever, man. We're talking about the game yesterday, like I said, South Carolina and Clemson. So, yeah, if he just Twisted as a moving rooster. He's always on the go, man. Chuck Burkett said, I'm just damn happy to be state champs, 24-25. Go Cox. You damn right, man. It felt good, dude, man. I was, like I said, dude, I think I showed my rear end a little too much yesterday. My mom was like, it was actually kind of shocked, but I couldn't hold the emotions back, man. Couldn't hold the emotions back yesterday, honestly. So appreciate the birthday wishes there, Mr. William. But yeah, it was good to release that emotion yesterday. And another thing I want to talk about, I was hoping to get Jordan's thoughts on this, and you guys can chime in as well. I didn't realize this, but yesterday after the game, and I understand the emotions and the happiness, the jubilance that comes with beating, your in-state rival, Clemson, of course. But what is this? What is this? I saw grown men. I guess they're grown men. They look like grown men. There was grown men out there taking their belts off and whipping the tiger paw at midfield. I don't get it. And y'all, maybe y'all can chime in on y'all's thoughts on it. I understand the happiness of beating, like I said, your rival, but I think that's kind of, I don't know, childish, classless. I don't know. I didn't get it. I saw it, and I don't know. I didn't know what to think of it. To me, it just seemed kind of, I don't know. There's other things you can do other than that. I just thought it was kind of weird that you had grown men out there taking their belts off and smacking it on the ground. But to each their own, I guess. But y'all let me know what y'all think of that. I mean, I just thought it was kind of strange, kind of odd. Like I said, I understand the whole being happy that you won, but at the same time, man, don't do that. To me, that's kind of crazy. Scott Collins said, obviously, I can't even speak tonight. Obviously, your mom doesn't watch your streams. No, I don't think she would be too happy with me if she watched most of my streams, Scott. She'd probably call and check on me if she did, because she'd be worried about my health and stuff. All right, Mr. Attaway, you have a blessed night, a safe trip. Tell Oscar we're proud of him being a Gamecock. And we got one more game. And like I said, like I told you earlier, we're looking for big things and great things from that young man next year as a Gamecock. So y'all be safe, you and your family. And hope y'all have if I don't see you on any more of my streams, have a safe and happy holiday, Christmas. So appreciate you stopping by, sir. PJ said, not men yet, but I made numerous mistakes when I was that age. Yeah, I don't know. They look like grown men to me. I don't know. But yeah, I've done dumb things too. I mean, I was 18, 19, 20. I was a Marine. I did a lot of dumb shit in my days. So yeah, I get it, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess the alcohol kind of spoke to him. So, like I said, I've been in that situation too. So, but I just thought it was kind of odd. I thought it was kind of odd behavior yesterday at the end of the game. And there was another fake. I'm pretty sure it's fake. A lot of people somebody put on Twitter about the Sir Big Spur out there taking a dump on the tiger paw. I think that was fake. I think Justin King put out there that it was fake. So I would be shocked if that was actually a true thing. But I think it was somebody just trying to, gain clout, get clicks on Twitter, X, whatever. I think that's what it was all to do about. I don't think there was any validity to it. So at first I thought it was kind of funny, but at the same time I was like, no, I'm not buying that. I don't think it's true. But great win yesterday. The Gamecocks. Lenore Sellers is him. That dude's a baller. Anything else y'all want to say about him? That dude's a man. He is hard to tackle, and he put the team on the back yesterday and took care of business. And we got out of there with that win, 17-14 in Death Valley. That's 2 out of the last 3 back-to-back wins in Death Valley. Was it Nick Eman where you say that there's 2 places he'd like to play, Williams-Brice Stadium and Memorial Stadium? So there you go. Scott Collins said, I don't think South Carolina fans should be on the field. Yeah, I don't like that either. There's too much liability. Too much things can go wrong and can end in lawsuits and things like that. I don't agree with fans being on the field, but at the same time, I understand that's one of Clemson's traditions. They like doing it. That's on them. I just don't like you said. I don't believe fans should be allowed on the field as the players are trying to leave, as they're trying to congratulate the other team, whatever. I don't think fans should be allowed on the field. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. There was a lot of animosity, a lot of hate yesterday going on a lot of games. Michigan, Ohio State. There was see, here's another example. They was on the field yesterday, and some of the players got pepper sprayed. Man, they got pepper sprayed by I guess the campus police, the Ohio State police, whatever it was. So I mean that's some serious stuff right there. So, but there was a lot of animosity, a lot of hate that went around yesterday in college football. The players trying to plant flags on the 50-yard line. And I get that because I yelled. That's the first thing I yelled yesterday was go plant that damn flag. But at the same time, when I think about it, I think that's kind of disrespectful. But that's my opinion. But there was a lot of that going on yesterday. Napier and what's the name, Norvell. Mike Norvell didn't have any of that. He said, hell no, get that shit out of here. He did not let Florida plant the flag at midfield, not that I know of. But so there needs to be some. I know it's great to beat like I said earlier, it's great to beat your rival, but at the same time, have a little respect. You know what I'm saying? Have a little respect. And I know they're young student athletes, and the emotions take over. But I think there needs to be some policing around that. Have a little respect for the other teams, field traditions, whatever. P. Digit said, meeting at DePaul tradition lasted longer than our existence. Yeah. Like I said, I get that's their tradition. And like Scott said, I don't think people should be on the field. Honestly, if you're not a fan, if you're not a player or a coach or, one of the people if you don't belong on the field, you shouldn't be out on the field at any point. It's too much of a liability, like I said. So, but we run about an hour. Anybody want to pop on here, talk about the game yesterday? You guys are more than welcome. Like I said, this is a show for you guys. I can sit here and ramble on and on until my wife comes down here and tells me to shut up and get to bed. But this show's for the fans. This is why I do it. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I really do. Mr. Attaway is always welcome. Like I say, anybody's welcome actually, but Mr. Attaway, you're more than welcome to come in anytime. You can actually come on the show if you want to, anytime you want to, and holler about, whatever. So it's always welcome on here. So, but one last call. Anybody wanna hop on? I know I usually watch the Carolina Jackpot show at 9, so I want to give them their due respect online as well. Don't want to hog up any extra time. I know there's probably other YouTubers on, and I watch some of their stuff, but I'm not a consistent watcher of their streams. I watch them here and there. Chuck's wife sounds tough. I don't know. I ain't gonna say no. I can't. I plead the fifth on that, P. Ditch. I ain't gonna talk about her. She may be listening in on this conversation. She might be watching my live, which she don't normally watch my football lives either, because she can hear me screaming upstairs from down here. So I don't think she really needs to be on the live to hear what I'm saying. So she hears that enough from the upstairs. But what was I saying here? But yeah, anybody's welcome to come on here and talk about the game yesterday. So, like I said earlier, I'll be back on here Tuesday at least. I think so, if everything works out. I don't think I have anything going on, but I should be back on here Tuesday for the men's basketball game against William Jones. Mr. Attaway, if I'm allowed to say it, he put on here earlier in the chat that he said Oscar will be back next year. So there's that. So the word from the man himself, so his father. So like I said, I think we're going to have a heck of a running back group next year as well, with Oscar and Matthew Fuller, DJ Braswell, Jawan Howell. Man, and if we get any more through the portal, I don't know what Coach Beamer is going for as far as in the offseason or what we need. But if everybody stays healthy, I'm excited for that running back room next year, just like I was this year. I really were. I was really excited about the running back room. And yeah, we didn't get 1,000-yard rusher so far. We still got one more game, I guess. But at the same time, we had some good games where Rocket had good games. Attaway had some good runs here and there. I don't think we used him enough. I said that earlier. But that's not my call. That's not my decision. I'm just a fan. So, but I'm excited for next year running back room. So, but anyway, like I was saying, last call, we right about an hour and 5 minutes on this live. And like I said, I wanted to go live and just talk about the game a little bit. I don't know how much I covered. If there's anything I left out, if anybody wants to get on here and let me know. Chuck said last year we didn't block Clemson planting flag into Bryce or having a photo session in the north and south end zones. What's fair for the goose is good for the gander. Okay. Yeah, last year I was at that game and that was like I said, I don't think I don't think they should be disrespecting other teams. Yeah, have your fun, but at the same time, do it respectful is what I think about it. So I'm not a big fan of that. Let's see. I should be doing if everything works out. I know I'm doing the Boston College game on Tuesday. If everything works out, the men are playing in the ACC SEC Challenge up in Massachusetts against Boston College, and then let's see. I got to see about the girls. I think the girls have a game this week too. Let's see. Not Monday, not Tuesday, Thursday. Oh yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday night. I'll be back on here. Dang, that's a late game, 9:00. It's the SEC ACC Challenge. So yeah, I'll be on here Thursday doing the South Carolina versus the number 4 Gamecocks versus number 13 Duke, and that game is going to be a home game for the ladies. Should be a good matchup. Kara Lawson always has a good team for Duke. They're going to come in and give us their best shot, just like they did last year. Both teams are one-loss teams, and should be a good matchup. That should be a good matchup. The Boston College game for the men, I'm not sure what kind of team they have as far as Boston College. They're 6-2, South Carolina's 4-3, of course. So I think that's just looking at the numbers from a statistics standpoint. They look pretty evenly matched as far as points per game and rebounds and shooting percentage and things like that. So I expect that game to probably come down to the wire in that basketball game. Oh, shoot, man, that's going to interfere with my dang college football playoff ranking show. Well, while I'm live, I have to talk about the CFP rankings, I guess, while I'm doing the men's basketball game. Forgot about that. But, yeah, so like I said, statistically, both of them teams are I think they're pretty evenly matched as far as the men's are concerned. I look for that game to be a good game, come down to the wire. For Coach Paris, hopefully they get out of there with a win. I think that'd be a huge road win for this non-con season for South Carolina. I think that'd be a good resume win for them, I guess you could say. I don't know what Boston College's RPI and all that is, so I'd have to look into all that. But should be a good matchup. But I'll be back here Tuesday. And if everything works out, I'll be back here Tuesday. I know I'll be back here Thursday for sure. Tuesday might be, I'll be back here Tuesday and Thursday. Should be. Tuesday might be the one that I may miss, but I will try to be here and put on a live for that. PD just said Boston College isn't bad. Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched them play. I don't know a whole lot about them. But just like looking at a statistics standpoint, I'd have to see who they played. But just statistically, I think they're pretty evenly matched from a statistics standpoint. They're right there. Points per game, points against, field goal percentage, rebounds. They're like right there together. So that game can go either way. It depends on who takes care of the basketball and who's having a good night shooting. I think. So I don't know what style of defense they play. So I'd have to look into that. But I expect it to be a good game regardless. So, but I'll do that, and then I'll do the girls' game on Thursday. And then I don't know if I'm going to do any football this upcoming weekend. I may do one of the championship games, or not championship game, one of the one of the conference championship games. I may do one of them. I may just hang out. I don't know. I may just hang out on somebody's stream and listen to them, Uncle Lou or Pete, Pigskin Pete or somebody like that, and just kind of hang out, lay low, and just relax this weekend, and then see where we come out in the rankings and what we're going to do, whether we're going bowling or whether we go into the playoffs. So we'll see where that falls after the conference championship. So as far as football, that's my next. It all depends on the rankings, what I'll be doing next. Depends on that, what I'll be doing next, where I'll be live streaming next. So as far as football. But that's the plan for this week. I appreciate everybody stopping by since nobody else wants to come on here and give y'all thoughts on the game. P. Digits, you trying to get me in on that ACC championship. You trying to get me to cheer for Clemson? Know what you're trying to do? Like I said, SMU, if anybody watched my preseason, like some of my preseason stuff, and I did it on Rooster. I said it on Rooster Show, I believe it was. SMU is my dark horse to win the ACC. So that was my pick to win the ACC as far as a dark horse. So yeah, you trying to get me to do it and go live so you can see me cheer for Clemson, ain't it? I don't know about that, P. Digits. But yeah, everybody have a good week. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. If you was in the comments, Chuck, P. Digits, William, Mr. Oscar Attaway Jr., Scott, David Green, who else stopped by in here? We Low East South 7. Appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, you're new here. I ain't never seen you in here before, but I appreciate you. Very active in the chat as well. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by and hanging out, just listening to me ramble on and on and on. But I think I'm gonna get off of here and head upstairs or just relax, I guess it is, and have a good Sunday night because I got to go to work tomorrow. DG, appreciate you stopping by as well. Appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, hit that like. It helps out a lot. It helps the YouTube algorithm kind of show this channel to more people to tune in. He did say, can't say it wouldn't make for good YouTube, though. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, P. Digits. I don't know. We'll see. See what's going on. I may get on here. Who knows? But it's been fun. It's been great. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, for listening to me ramble on and on and on. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. After the show, if you want to, leave a comment. If you didn't want to comment on here, leave a comment in. If you're watching it later, hit a comment. If you want to hit a super chat or super thanks, you can do that as well to help the channel out. It's not obligated. I just throw it out there because, like I said, YouTube's not paying the bills. I just do this for fun. So, but y'all do all that things. Have a great and blessed week. Love on your family. Appreciate them. And because, like I said, you never know what tomorrow holds, and nobody's promised tomorrow. So y'all have a good night, a good week, and hopefully I'll see you guys around on my basketball streams as well. With that being said, y'all have a good night.